Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a couple of bags of stuff from my recent visit to Eastern Hills Mall. And overall this was a pretty interesting trip. Later on in the video I'm going to open these bags up and we're going to see what I acquired on this visit. So this mall had been recommended to me by several of my friends and coworkers who basically said it was kind of like a very large flea market. And so I decided to head out here and see if I could find some action figures to add to my collection. Heading into Niagara Emporium. Heard some good things about this place. Let's see what's inside. Vintage Spawn. ATST. World of Warcraft. Ninja Turtles. More Spawn. Military miniatures. Some interesting stuff here. Pirates of the Caribbean. Interesting. Some Transformers over here. Yeah, some cool stuff over here. We go through this bin, see what's in there. More toys over here. Pretty interesting stuff. Look at that. Quite a bit of stuff here. Interesting. Look at that Chewbacca. Quite a bit of stuff here. Notice this G.I. Joe Hall of Fame rapid fire. And over here they got the pilot. That's pretty cool. You're gonna look at the stuff in this cabinet. This looks pretty cool. This is Masters of the Universe stuff, I think. Prince Adam and the Sky Sled. This is Origins. Lando Calrissian. The Black Spider Rendezvous set in there. Over here we got an AT-AT. We got Power of the Force. That's the McFarlane Batmobile back there, I think. Huge Optimus Prime. Interesting stuff in this cabinet. Classic Star Trek bridge playset here. Imperial TIE Fighter. Huge Darth Vader up there. Look at all this classic collection G.I. Joes. That's a lot of stuff here. Some of the carded sets. Hall of Fame. There's even more stuff down here. This looks like 40th anniversary sets down there too. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go through this section and see if there's anything I want to pick up. Timeless collection. Airborne MP. Pretty cool. More Masters of the Universe Origins stuff in here. And up here we got some Star Wars Black Series. Cool stuff. Some Star Trek in here from Star Trek Generations, Captain Kirk. So got like a, almost like a Mego style Batman figure in here. Superheroes. Figures Toy Company. Green Arrow. Already got that figure. A lot of Spawn over here. Old school stuff. Manga Spawn. Pretty sure I got that figure loose. Some of the stuff from the X-Men movie. Lots of stuff to look at. It's like an Evel Knievel stunt cycle. Scramble van. It's pretty cool. Toy Story stuff. Looking at some vintage Mego in this cabinet. They got Cornelius. Looks like Superman, Joker, bunch of DC characters. They got something from Fantastic Four, Shazam. This is one of the Star Trek aliens. It's cool stuff. It's a little pricey though. But yeah, some cool things in here. A whole bunch more Mego in this cabinet. See a vintage Scotty back there. McCoy, Captain Kirk. Bunch of other stuff. That's Bo and Luke Duke, Boss Hog. We got a Spider-Man over here. $80 though. I don't know. I don't know about that. Looks to be in pretty good condition though. Wizard of Oz stuff. Some Space 1999 over here too. That's cool stuff. Bunch of Star Wars stuff in this cabinet. Vintage collection, I think. And down here we got some Black Series. And more Black Series. A lot of stuff in this cabinet. So many things to look at. Newer style Mego figures up here. This Herman Munster. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Classic TV toys. These are new Mego figures. Stan Lee up there. More Mego stuff here. I think these are reproductions. I don't think that's vintage, but it's nice looking. Got Chekhov, Sulu. I think maybe these are the Diamond Select versions. This is Mr. Spock. Good, and they got Scotty too. That one I might have to pick up. That looks pretty cool. D&J outlet store. See what we can find in here. A lot of Hot Wheels in here. This is the Batmobile that I've been looking for. $5.99. A little more pricey than normal, but pick it up. They got lots of stuff. Look at all this stuff. Cool. Look at this place. Vaughn Collectibles. See what's inside. G.I. Joe lunchbox. Pez dispensers. Hall of Fame G.I. Joe up there. It's pretty cool. A lot of Marvel Legends in here. I'm gonna take a look through, see if there's anything I want. They have got a ton of Funko Pops in here. If you're looking for this stuff, this is the place to go. They got Pops for days in here. Wow, that's crazy. Vintage Mego. Captain and Tennille. Look at that. Loose Star Wars figures in there. It's like some of it's vintage or repro vintage. Ninja Turtles too. Some G.I. Joe Classified up here. More vintage stuff in here. The TIE Interceptor. And they got Luke, Snowtrooper, some other sort of bagged action figures in here. Looks like a vintage snow speeder. It's vintage. Star Wars Black Series in this cabinet. Lots of Star Wars stuff. More bagged mixture of vintage stuff and Episode 1. Power of the Force stuff as well. A whole collection of this Disney vinylmation. Lots of figures. Lots of stuff. I don't collect this stuff, but if anybody's looking for this stuff, here it is. These Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch action figures in here. Got quite a few. Back to the Future. And some Masters of the Universe Origins as well. There's a Mego Freddy Krueger right there. Some Playmates Star Trek stuff. Andorian. Cadet Beverly Crusher. Stuff from Star Trek Voyager. Deep Space Nine. It's cool stuff. I haven't seen this stuff in years. This store. What's in your attic? Vintage Mego in there. And some vintage Star Wars. Down here it looks like some vintage G.I. Joes. Pretty cool. Here's up here. Xenomorph Attack. Vintage 12-inch Star Wars figures. Boba Fett. And some small figures as well. Not bad. The man from Figures Toy Company in there. Some large Hulk. Batman. Cool stuff. Hey, look at these guys. These metal soldiers, sailors. Those are pretty cool. Reminds me of stuff my dad had when he was a kid. Seems to be mostly Marvel stuff. Lots and lots of loose Marvel figures. The loose Joker down there. Cool figures here. They got Teen Wolf. And that new Jeepers Creepers variant. Very cool. Got McFarlane, Ozzy Osbourne, and Alice Cooper figures up here. Nice. I haven't seen these in years.
If you play this game, you might be a redneck.
Star Wars stuff in here. A mixture of vintage and also more modern stuff. Just in bags. Quite a selection of stuff they got here. Pretty cool. Some of this is Power of the Force. Some of it's from the prequel trilogy. Called Raph and Friends. It's like a toy store. Let's check this out. Star Trek Bendy figures. Also Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe. And some wrestling figures up here too. Interesting stuff. World's smallest G.I. Joe. Patterned after the Adventure Team. Cool. Hot Wheels stuff here too. Pretty good selection, looks like. Marble racers. Got a lot of these Breyer horses. Figures kind of corny looking, but they do look approximately the same size as Mego, so maybe the clothing and stuff could be useful. Yeah, a lot of selection of horses. This one might be good with like Planet of the Apes or something like that. Pretty cool. Bendy figures here. Looney Tunes. Tom and Jerry. Popeye. Pretty cool. Playmobil stuff here. These sports figures. Never seen these before. Interesting. Playmobil A-Team. The A-Team van. Back to the Future. More Back to the Future. They got the DeLorean. I already picked that up, but it's cool to see it again. Playmobil Starship Enterprise. This thing is super expensive, so I'm not going to pick this up, but it is interesting to see it in person. Look at all the figures you get with it, too. Pretty cool. Lights and sounds. Yeah, you got to be pretty dedicated to invest in that, for sure. Okay, so the moment has arrived to get these bags open. So let's take a look at what I picked up on this trip. This trip was very enjoyable. I was kind of overwhelmed in terms of how much stuff there was to look at. I'd like to go back and sort of revisit, particularly Niagara Emporium. That place is endless, and I'm sure I missed some stuff when I was there. Lots and lots of stuff to look at. So here we have all the stuff that I picked up on this trip. And starting right here, this is Hot Wheels Batmobile. I've been looking all over the place to try and find this. And, as much as I would like to only pay $1 for it, which is the normal asking price on one of these at retail, I'm willing to pay a little bit more, mainly because I don't have to hunt for it anymore. And very cool car. I think this is somewhat older than the most recent version. You can see the date on here is 2012. So yeah, this came out a little while ago. So, but same car, and very excited to have that in my collection. Also picked up this Scotty figure. This was only $25. And I'm pretty sure this is the Diamond Select reproduction. I don't think this is vintage, but it does very much look like vintage. So very excited to have that in my collection. I have the more modern version of Mr. Scott that was released by Mego recently. But this one has sort of that vintage style head sculpt. So definitely wanted to have a version of this for my collection. So that was cool. And the asking price on this was very reasonable. 25 for that. Yeah, that's easily done. Then over here, I didn't film in the store where I bought these. It was kind of a small place. It was called Hobby Spirit. And this guy had very reasonable prices on these. Between the two, this cost me less than $50 for the Snake Eyes and Scarlet. And I think they look great. Very excited to have these. They're not easily found at retail anymore. And, ordering them through online would probably be a lot more expensive. So I figure, reasonable prices. And the guy was super nice. He's just started that store in the mall. And and he doesn't have a huge inventory of stuff, but he did have some stuff I was looking for. And so I was very happy to buy from that guy. Very nice. The name of the place is called Hobby Spirit. And then last but not least, I picked up the G.I. Joe U.S. Army helicopter pilot. And this is the one labeled G.I. Jane, because this is a female G.I. Joe. And this was only $30. So I thought that was a reasonable price. And this was also at Niagara Emporium. And as you can see, the figure looks great. Mint in package. And, I don't think this is much more than it sold for originally at retail. So I thought that was pretty reasonable. And yeah, it's one of the GI Joes that I don't have in my collection. You can see the date on that. That's 1997. So yeah, this was during the height of when Hasbro was releasing a lot of really fantastic classic collection GI Joes. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more toy hunting videos in the future, you should think about subscribing, because I'm sure I will be doing a lot more of these, including probably going back to Eastern Hills Mall again at some point and checking out what I might have missed. There's a lot of stuff in that Niagara Emporium place, so I'm sure there's stuff that I just didn't even look at when I was there. So yeah, I'll probably do another video just based in that store alone. So until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.